Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. From A to B.
Shattered Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast.
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your old pal, Greg. Doing a really bad impression of Matt, hosting this show. This is Shattercast episode 238. And there's some stuff to talk about tonight. But before we get into that, we have everyone here, which includes going across my screen, Robert D.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for my absence last week. I hurt my back at the gym again. Like a douche. Fucking hurt myself so bad I was laid up on my back for days and leagues. Still not out of the woods yet. Still walking with a limp. Man, you'll see once, Bobby, when you hit the 4-0, man, you're just gonna have one thing after the other. You're gonna start falling apart like a fucking zombie.
I feel like I'm falling apart now.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. You're gonna lose your eyebrows. And your eyelashes are gonna fall out.
That doesn't. None of that sounds good.
No.
One of your eyes is just gonna fall out. A damn hamster or something.
That's from associating with me.
And your cat's ears are gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Speaking of being 40s, Matt, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for guesting.
Just wait. I'm excited just to talk about Transformers with you guys.
Beautiful. Excited to have you here.
We don't like talking about Transformers.
That is true.
I don't know if you ever listened to our podcast before, Matt, but we don't really like Transformers.
I'll try to catch it once in a while, but I don't know. It's not on my bucket list or anything. You know, to check it out.
Speaking of bucket lists, D2RX6.
I don't understand the analogy, but it's cool.
I'm looking at your avatar, and Red Guard's head looks like he's wearing a bucket.
Gotcha.
Greg wants to do you before he dies.
Also fair.
Also fair.
It's gonna be a good show.
Oh yeah.
The energy is intense tonight.
It's fucking high.
Bobby!
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm quite well, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like we captured it there for a second.
So, going back around, did anybody get any things? More persons, places. Robert.
I got let's see, Iron Factory, Red Alert. Oh, it's called Racing Brothers Annihilator. Why are they this so stupid? It's a nice figure though.
Studio.
Oh, I didn't even open this yet. I got the Iron Factory Brawl. Not Brawl. Fucking Kapow. What? I never get his name. I always forget. Kapow Blam. What the fuck is his name? Warpath, yes.
His name is Kapow Blam.
Kapow Blam. And I got back from Babim my 2 Magic Square fire truck and Crane, Grapple, and Inferno. And I got Masterpiece Dinobot.
I don't know what the hell you just said.
Bobby can translate.
Masterpiece Dinobot.
I got you.
You know, maybe it's a discussion topic. I don't know. It's a great figure. Okay, it's a very interesting, intuitive transformation. If you do not use the instructions are wretched. They make you not like the transformation. Like, they make the transformation difficult and frustrating, which is really weird. But putting all that aside, it's a great dyno mode. You know, it's a little panely, but what do you expect? You know, I can't imagine it could be perfect, not unless Ocular Max did it. And the bot mode spot on, really well articulated. You know, gadgets and gizmos galore. Oh my, great paint. But and I paid what, $176 for mine for my first one. And I'm sorry, for all that it is, all the great toy that it is, it's not worth $176. It's just not. You know, it's a $120 pickup, and that's a high price tag, but it's okay. That's a fair price. And the question then becomes, well, what's value? What, you know, is value what you're willing to pay for it? You know, the point is, this is the best Dinobot that we ever got, that we probably will ever see. So you're basically stuck paying whatever they want to charge you. But does that make it worth the price? I mean, that's basically price gouging, if you ask me. That's what they're doing, and it angers me, you know.
Mm-hmm. How much did you pay for Ironhide?
I didn't.
You don't have Ironhide?
No, I do have Ironhide. I don't remember what I paid for Ironhide. I don't remember. I have Ironhide.
Was it 120? I can't even remember anymore.
Which one, Ironhide?
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I feel like it was cheap, or at least.
I can't remember.
Do you base like value off of what you paid for other figures? Well, what if the other figures were inflated? You know, I mean, you should base it off of what's in your hand. And if that's what they're doing, they're jumping it up. Like, well, these figures are this price range. This one's much more complicated, more paint. You know, so we can justify that people will pay this much. That's why they're charging it. But I just think, you know, at the end of the day, you hold it in your hands, and it's not $176. Certainly not $250. That's a fucking joke. And people are gonna, you know, look. The fact is, if you can afford to spend the money, you're gonna forget how much you spent, and you're gonna always have a figure that you love and enjoy. It's a great toy to play with and display, but it's just the idea of charging that much when it's really not worth it. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Bobby's like, I spent $250 on fucking dolls. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? That, like, to be fair, some of the craftsmanship that I see in that has affected the way that I see other toys that are, you know, in that same ballpark.
Yeah. Ballpark. Oh, that's it. That's what I got.
Great.
Matthew?
Yes.
I've said your name already. Waiting on you,
Did
bud.
it? Okay.
Yeah. You couldn't hear me over everybody clearing their throats. But...
I didn't get anything this week.
Really?
I don't think I did. But no, I don't.
No powder prize?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Pretty sure you put up a review for an SDCC exclusive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did. God dang it. And oh man.
Let me check the Shattered Pass. Let me check the Shattered
Shattered
Pass page. Actually, yeah. You know what? Let me check the Shattered Past to see what Matt has been looking at recently for the past 7 or 8 posts.
I did get. And shout out to Calum. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry if I said the wrong name, but it's Calum. He's a really good dude. I've been talking to him a lot. He sent me the San Diego Comic-Con, the Primal thing. So, yes, I got that in. And he also sent me a big old bag. It's a Bumblebee bag of the movie, and it's really awesome. I think I like the bag more than the toy itself.
I don't know, Bobby. I'm scrolling down the Shattered Cast page, and, I mean, that's got to be pages and pages down. I mean, we got his Thundercrackers, his T-shirts. What else? We
got all the T-shirts. We got Skywarp.
We got Drift.
MP21 Bumblebee.
We got a review, and then some Dinobots. And then
Drift.
Captain 0.9K. Please buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, pretty soon you're gonna hit wave 2 of the T-shirt post. Keep going down far enough. The ones from yesterday.
That hurts. It really does hurt me. I don't know why.
I know what else you got this week, Matt. You got a new take on life.
I did. Me and Belisa are trying it again. I know I say this every other show that we're trying to lose weight.
It doesn't matter.
I've cut out the breads and dairy and stuff, and I've been working out since Monday. I just got back from working out and taking. I feel good. I feel a lot better. I hope I stick to it. I hope we stick to it because I really. I don't know. First of all, I don't know if I'll be able to do my job that I want to do because it's really hard labor. So I'm definitely got to lose weight for that. But I just want to lose weight for myself because I feel terrible about myself. So
not good that you feel terrible about yourself, but good that you're doing something about it. That's half the battle, man. A lot of people won't. A lot of people won't.
I wonder how many ladders you're gonna make collapse.
No, he's getting his shit together.
How many crawl spaces EMS is gonna have to pull you out of?
And I really appreciate that with Bubby and Robert. We have a little chat, like I said. We said in there they help me if I need it. Bless you. And
did you listen to any of those inspirational speeches I sent you?
I did not. One was like 20 minutes, dude. I don't need to be inspired for 20 minutes.
Yes, you do. You listen to that shit while you need to be inspired 24/7. First of all,
you need to inspire your fucking balls.
You should listen to that while you're working out.
Dude, I want to have my balls inspired.
Oh,
seriously, one of them was fucking 20 minutes. I was like,
the best one's about an hour. You should listen to that shit while you work out. It'll get you going. You don't even listen. So how do you know it's not good? You just looked at the time.
Okay, I will listen.
Do it on the bike. You'll double your speed on the bike. You'll see.
Okay.
Robert, is it just an hour of you reading all the Mickey lines from Rocky?
That'd be inspiration.
There's some Rocky quotes in there. It's some good stuff.
I'll listen to them, Robert. When I'm working out.
Speaking of balls, tell them how much your balls stunk the other night.
Oh, they stunk bad, dude. It smelled like mildew.
Matt was like, "Can I tell him?"
I don't care. Okay, I don't care.
Matt was like, "Belisa says I stink. I smell like mildew." I was like, "Yeah, maybe you're wearing a dirty shirt." He's like, "No, it's clean." Oh, I know. I fucked her last night and didn't shower.
Oh my god!
All right, Justin, what did you get this week, buddy?
Not that.
I love you guys. I just want to put that out. I love all of you.
I love you, Matt.
I got
your shit together.
Okay.
Sorry, Justin. I'm sorry.
Okay, goddamn.
Shut up, Justin.
I know. I'll wait. We good?
Justin.
Okay.
Justin, please.
So I got the SDCC 2018. Those throwaway tapes and that glorious golden 70s Camaro Bumblebee.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. How is it?
I mean, the Camaro mode, it's brilliant. And Bumblebee, I've never seen a more realistic looking Bumblebee toy in my life.
Oh, that's sarcasm, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't even break Bumblebee out of the package.
Oh, okay. How the tapes?
The tapes are fine. I mean, they're definitely G1 tapes. It's a sad thing, like, when you look at, like, Squawk Box or whatever it was, and, I don't know, the other one. Yeah, like Slam Dance or whatever. They're drastically superior, you know? And this is the same thing, like, they have the dinosaur mode and then the combined mode, and the combined mode's, like, straight shit. But, you know, they're cool. They're a piece of history, and that's why I wanted them, so. And that's all.
Nice. Bobby.
I got.
What'd you get? What'd you look at? And what'd you pre-order?
And what did you draw?
I got the chance to look at the New Age Toys Flipper and the New Age Toys Gremlin, which is a Bumblebee and Goldbug, and they're fucking awesome. I had the opportunity to look at Hot Soldier Centurion, which is a piece of junk. Yeah. I had, and then I think everything else I got. So I got the Rage and Spoon Complex base building system, the Urban Walls and Door, which are fucking cool. I got the SDCC exclusives, Dr. Aphra and Droids, and Ermac from Calum. Shout out to that dude. Looked out for me big time. I got the SH Figuarts Ken of Street Fighter fame, the SH Figuarts Justice League Superman, the Star Wars Black Series Commander Wolf and Gamorrean Guard. Shout out to Randy. He looked out for me with those. And I got the Apocalypse Wave from Marvel Legends. I got Elektra and Cloak and Dagger from the whatever that thing is, wave, the robot spider thing. And then I got did I get anything else? Rebel Season 4 on DVD, on Blu-ray. And DVD. I think that's it. I think that's it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, Greg, what'd you get, man?
Well, Matt, I only got one thing. I only got it because I actually prepaid for it because it was the first pre-order up. I got the Masterpiece Dinobot.
Yay!
Yay!
What are your thoughts on the price versus having them in hand?
I mean, you get a lot of plastic. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on them. Like, every other time I transform them, like I've flipped them back and forth every day since I've got them, today included. Like, wasn't crazy about him the first time, and then I liked him the second time. And I don't know. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be, even looking at pictures. I mean, he's as big as MP36. He might be like a hair shorter, but he makes up for it in bulk. So I don't know.
He's got a big head.
He does have a big head, but he had a big head on the show because I went back and rewatched some Beast Wars yesterday when I was messing with him. So I don't know yet. I don't mind the toy at all. Like, I like the toy. I don't know yet. But the thing about Beast Wars is the way they're releasing, like, just the order so far has made it perfect for, like, if I just want to stop, I can stop. Because, like, I've got 3 of my favorite Beast Wars characters, and then a 4th of my favorite Beast Wars characters is coming next. So it's like, at least I've got my 4 favorite characters from the show. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm disappointed that the tail didn't have a battery. And it's that old school, like, spring, like you hit the little button and it spins. Like, I get why they did it for toy nostalgia, but it's not really effective. But I'm not mad that I got him. Like, I mean, he's gonna look good. Like, I dig him. He's fun to play with. Like, fur is complicated as the instructions make him out to be, and as frustrated as Robert got, he's super fucking easy to transform. Like, he really is. You just have to, like, take a look. You know, you just look at where everything goes and go. But
yeah, it's like it's better off if you're someone who doesn't look at the instructions, because it is easy without the instructions. So
and that record he comes with, super cool.
Oh yeah, the golden disc.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it looks spot on. I mean, obviously, like, the backside of it's actually the outside case of the actual Voyager record, but, like, the way they did it smart. Like, record on one side and the drawings on the other side.
You know, did you notice he has an ab crunch?
Let me see.
He does. It's stiff at first.
Mm.
Oh, you're damn right he does. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even notice.
He can't look down, but he's got an ab crunch. But it's fine, though.
Oh, he does have a fucking ab crunch. God damn. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a lot of surprises with that toy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool. Like, I think he's fine. Like, the sculpt work on him is great, and the paint's good. Like, it's not, like, scratchy paint that I can tell. I don't have any scratches or anything on mine. I think switching to that factory that makes Hot Toys might have been good for him. If they're still using that factory. I know, what was it? Was it Sunstreaker that had this? Was that the one that had the sticker on it that had the factory name? Because they were marketing it in China that way. It was like the Chinese issue had a sticker and it said what factory it was made in. And it's the factory that makes Hot Toys. But I haven't seen anyone post about any of the other masterpieces having that sticker, so I don't know.
The one thing I would say about that, if his pelvis and thighs are unpainted, and they tried to match sparkly plastic to all the rest of the paint, and because in bot mode, because it's such a central part of his mass, even though it's not the majority of his mass, it's like at least causes like some type of brain game with me, like a mental trick where I makes me think the whole thing is just colored plastic when in fact it's the opposite.
Oh, you mean the calves and the crotch and the feet?
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And also, people have been complaining about ankle looseness in bot mode, but if you, it's in the instructions. Like, there's this thing on his foot that folds down, and it's really hard to move, and it's very small, but it makes them more stable. At least, it seemed to do that with mine. It's on the sides of his feet, and it like lines up with the silver bones on him.
Oh, yeah. Matt, Robert, you were full of surprises.
And so is Dinobot.
Yes. It's like
good night, folks. Brought to you by Takara.
Oh yeah, it goes up. It's the it's his upper foot part goes up a little bit. I didn't notice that. Well, I threw some future on mine just because mine were all right. I threw some future on there just to be sure. I know. I shouldn't have to do that. But I don't know. It's what it is. I'll have an opinion next week after I play with it like 50 more times.
Mm-hmm. Keep it moving?
Yes. Are we going to keep it moving? So, kind of what we got. Is everyone fucking done? Do I need to turn the show around? Okay. We've got some big movie news. The G1 movie is going to be in theaters again for one showing, one night only. September 27th at 7 p.m. Theaters across the nation.
There you go.
I got my tickets.
Fucking pumped. I got mine too. Get some
I gotta see if I'm working.
On a Thursday night, baby.
Well, Fandango put up early tickets, so by the time everybody hears this, they're probably already sold out. But
Fandango.
You know, I'm not really sure if I'm the go see a movie in the movies if I own it at home kind of guy.
Oh, I am.
Like I know a lot of people are. A lot of people are. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure that I am. Like, I was tempted to go see Dark Knight again, but then I was like, I'll just watch it at home if I need to.
My theory behind that is, like, I'm willing to see it, but, like, I really think that the tickets need to not be ridiculously overpriced tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go to the theater and pay $25 a ticket for a movie I already own. You know, so.
Is that how much tickets are where you live?
No, that's it. Sorry, it's like usually like 25 to get 2 people to go. It's usually like if you go during the day, you can get in for like 15, but like if you go in the evening and especially the good theater, it's like 25 for 2 people to go. So.
I mean, 25 is cheap for 2 people to go in the evening.
Yeah,
like,
but
Fandango,
still.
like or whatever with me is like I feel like it's like $17 when it's all said and done.
Yeah,
a ticket.
But at the same time, like, you know, that's the whole thing with movie theaters to me. Like, it's just, like, I don't even go see movies I'm not sure I'm going to like, you know, in the theater. Because I'm like, well, I'll just buy it later. It's cheaper, you know? And if I don't like it, at least I can sell this DVD later. So.
Man, that ticket's been creeping on a come up, man.
What? Yeah.
What theaters do you guys use? Like, what do you go to, Bobby and Justin?
AMC, I think.
Yeah, so in my area,
Regal. It's Regal. My bad.
In my area, we have Westtown Movies, so they're not AMC nor the Regal.
See, we have.
Go ahead.
Greg.
Go ahead, Greg.
Okay,
Greg.
But it waves.
We have Cinemark.
Gotcha.
New York has the best movie theaters.
What was that? Can you guys hear me?
No, you were cutting out.
Yeah, you cut out.
My internet's been fucked up again today. We're having some storms. So, Spectrum sucks, but it's the only option we have in my neighborhood. What I was saying was, you pay like $20 a year, but you waive the the convenience charge or whatever. So that's $40 off of 2 tickets right there, and then you get like points. So like we never pay for like popcorn and drinks and shit. If we choose, we always get a drink, but yeah, we never pay for that because we get like reward points and we can redeem them. So like 2 tickets will get you $5 in points, you know.
Right.
So it's worth it.
It would be wise for people to get together, like New York ROC people. We should all get together and go see it together, and like run in front and reenact scenes, like reenact the scene with Megatron and Optimus and Rodimus. Reenact Optimus's death. Like, just are they going to stop you if you do that? Like, treat it like Rocky Horror.
That would be awesome. I mean, what Bobby was saying is, I could understand why you would want to watch it at home, but I think for something like this, especially that's really historic for us, I think it'd be cool just to go see. I'm excited. I've told when we watch movies, I've told Lisa, I was like, I would love to see the '86 movie on the movie theater again. I mean, because I watched it one time when I was a kid, and I never have seen it again in a theater. So
yeah,
awesome.
I get it. Right. I
get your point too.
Yeah, I just don't think I'm that guy.
You're going to pass up the opportunity to go to the movie theater, watch this, and when Optimus dies, jump up and scream, "No!"
Yes.
Would you dress up, Robert? Robert, are you going to dress up?
Yes, I'm going to wear Omega Supreme, Fans Toys Omega Supreme.
No, you need to dress up as a Detox.
No, I'm going to have...
Dude, that should be your Halloween costume. Like a Detox built around you.
Nah.
I feel like Robert D should stand for Detox. That's all I'm saying.
Robert Detox.
That's what people
do. Dude, that's a
your new nickname.
Robert Detox. And I'm going to go... I got a Baby Bjorn, and I got a Fans Toys Omega, so that's going to be me and Omega sitting in the movie theater and walk around with him. But I'm definitely going to jump up and scream when Optimus dies. I'm going to pretend it's the first time ever.
What? You just got to like get up and leave.
He's dead!
Either you got to jump up and be like, what? Or what you got to do, and you got to jump up, say what, and either leave, and like, I'm getting my money back, or just for the remainder of the movie, be in the back of the theater like,
That's not Starscream. Starscream looks like a burrito fly. That's not Starscream.
No.
All right, so knockoff news. I had to put this in here just so you guys can clown on his face called MechFans Toys Huge Dragon. This isn't a knockoff, it's an original mold, but it probably should have been.
MechFans Toys realizes he's not a dragon, right?
Is he from the Wild Wild West and have pistols on it? What the fuck is that?
This is Legends class?
Yeah. So it's probably going to be about
He's in the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
It's its own scale because it's taller than DX9 Hulky and shorter than Iron Factory Bruticus.
It looks like a Lego.
Yeah, it does.
Face, he looks sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's like really thinking about life.
Justin gave it the
Justin
gave it the laughing emoji.
That is what I did. I saw it and I'm like, that is so stupid. That needs to be responded to.
I feel bad for him.
He's thinking about life. Like, should I jump off the bridge or should I just? This
is the exact moment when the Constructicons betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, he's like,
oh man. He's like, oh shucks.
Doggone it.
Oh, that fucking head. Oh my god.
I've said that before.
Who is gonna buy this shit? Come on.
That is the face a collector makes when they try to put a big Omega Supreme in a Detox.
Exactly.
It's good enough.
It's like, man, I thought it was gonna fit, but damn it.
Dude, shout out to was it William Fong? Yeah, William Fong. He said the picture like that. Those toys we were talking about last week, like the Optimus, Megatron, and Soundwave that I just got teased or whatever. They don't fit in the DTOF. They don't. And I saw somebody have Megatron like on one knee in a Detox shelf. I was
No.
like, yeah, like he's like crouched down,
Stop
like to fit in. Yeah, I swear to God.
Make this work. Put it in a dynamic pose.
I think Fong like just adjusted his shelves to make it work, but I saw one that was like he was on bended knees, Boys to Men.
Oh yes.
Fong had him standing with his arms up, sideways, and he had like 2 shells out of that thing. So it was just like. He's like, "Excuse me, just passing through. Excuse me."
It's funny because it does change the dynamics of the purchase for me. Like I was thinking about getting that sound wave, but like I'm not now because like I don't have a good place to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this Omega, and I'm not, and I really hope someone knocks them off. I might buy the knockoff just to spite MechFans toys.
What's up with the guns?
Yeah.
Like why? I mean, what is the
like
thought
they came
there?
from a totally different toy.
Wild West.
Yeah, like why even include those?
Yeah.
When has he had hip guns?
Dude, look at the book. He has like a communist book on his.
Oh, that's why it is. He's commie. And they're over his shoulders too. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, it looks like a Lego thing or something. But that face, and Greg, I see the Beast Wars thing. Oh.
Well, I mean, they put guns like that. They put guns like that with that Make Toys upgrade set, except they were hung a little lower, I think. But
yeah, the Make Toys upgrade set though didn't bother me as much because like they weren't such a departure from the robot. You know, like these just look like they came bolted on from some other toy, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
They look like they're part of the Bobby's Naboo canoe.
I can see it.
Yeah. Fuck this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty
with
garbage.
a sick dick.
So X-Transbots is still putting out their Springer. There's a prototype picture.
I feel like this is a bad decision.
There are a bunch of people on TFWs and Facebook saying that they're still getting this one.
He's so panely, and like the like, so you have like the chest piece, and then you have like the abdomen or the abdomen if you're following along, Matt. And it just doesn't really make sense to me. Like it doesn't look right at all.
Yeah, something looks weird in that abdomen and torso, like in the chest.
It looks like a face.
And then also add on the fact that like a lot of it like is so panely looking, like the panels on the legs on both sides of them, and then the panels on the chest and all that stuff. It's very strange.
But hey, Matt, real quick, can you see the big smiling face? Like a big old smile, like the smile wraps around the side of his chest. Like,
He got some ice cream or some shit, man. But to be fair, if I know I had to say that, I had to emphasize on the if they're as good as their last outings, like their last 3 outings, this might be a good thing. But if it's like their other stuff before that, like Klaatu and their Stunticon, I don't know.
Dude, I want to look through this office so bad. Like I want to go through those books. I want to be a detective in this office so bad.
There's a Tempest back there.
I see it. I see the Tempest, Ultra Magnus, Grimlock, the Calculator.
There's some Deluxes back there too.
Ooh, he's got a Make Toys Jazz and mint in box.
Ooh. Yeah. I don't know. I think what y'all said a little too late to throw out
late to the party.
Yes, exactly. Especially for Springer. I mean, we've already got 5 out now. So.
Well, that Ocular Max one's still coming too.
Damn. That's too many Springers, man. Come on, X-Trans. Let's get your Stunticons out. Don't worry about this shit. Right. Stay in your lane.
Got me looking at the background.
One of the X-Transbots box says something about staying in your lane or something. I don't remember. I was gonna point it out if I ever get to reviewing it, but
nice.
We'll see.
What are you guys trying to do in reviews, Justin? I want to see some new stuff. Come on.
Yeah, someday.
Okay.
I need some motivation.
So
you should review your review Cheeks. That'd be an awesome review.
No, it wouldn't.
You need Gordon Ramsay to come.
What?
All right. Moving on to Matt news. Toy World human scale Optimus Prime sword.
You know what interests me more than this
scaled.
sword?
That's what it was listed as.
I know. No, I know. It's funny.
Oh, okay.
The building in the background, the one that is a high rise, but it has like the corrugated,
like
style to it.
Like a racetrack.
I guess you could
That
call
white
it.
one?
What's that? The white one?
Yeah.
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 What about it?
I just think it's interesting. I like the design of that building. I don't really care about the sword, so I was looking at the other things in the picture.
I feel like the building that's right by the handle, would have really good seafood.
Got some good crawfish.
And you always want to get there early because
it fills up quick.
To get because that balcony seating on the back is where you want to be. That's the spot. But it fills up. It fills up, and then you're gonna be stuck in the middle.
This looks like a block of butter.
What are the chances he dropped it right after this picture was taken?
A very good chance. I don't know. I like the water. The water looks kind of clean.
Yeah, man, it looks like a nice fucking day over there.
I wonder where this is at. Is this California?
No, where it's at, Matt.
California.
No, it's got to be Brooklyn because that's the only place that has good water and fucking good scenery. Is Brooklyn.
That's what Brooklyn's actually known for. Their top shelf water.
Exactly. Dirt.
It's actually true.
The next picture I found is the rest of Matt's sex kit. It's an Optimus Prime mask and a human scaled blaster.
Oh, let me look at this. Hold on.
Matt's going to every convention cosplaying as Optimus Prime. But that's it.
Oh,
just with the sword and the helmet.
I had more perverse ideas on what Matt could do with this set.
This looks like now it looks like Cheez-Its.
Yeah, this thing I think is an upgrade to something, isn't it?
No, it looks like the same sword. It's got the same level of detail to it.
It's weird because
of the
bricks in
hearing
the
about
background. It's a pretty big brick. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I would say that because a lot of those designs you can just scale it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what would
It's
this
a Chicago
go to,
brick.
What'd you say, Greg?
What would this go to then? That's why I wasn't sure. I
have
put
no
it there.
Idea. I feel like there's 1,000 movie primes from each movie. I have no, I don't know.
Yeah, this could be the last night.
It says Chicago brick.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It does. I can't wait for a fucking TFCon.
I don't think these things are big. I don't think it's the same size. Because look at the grains on the wood.
Right.
No, I think that's small.
I just put the picture there, Robert. I didn't count the grains of the wood.
You should have. Before people do reviews, and if you make a mistake and say something wrong, you've got to do your study before you do that.
Your study?
Fucking wrong.
Do your study.
Do your study.
Research. I meant to say research, but I said
Matthew
study.
Dale, did you do your study?
You got to do your studies before you do a review, because if you make a mistake, they will fucking tell you.
Do your studies.
Study up.
All
right, folks.
Looks like Toy World's hard at work.
Get your Cheez-Its ready. And bring a lunch.
That's a old country way of saying do your homework, too.
That is true. But we don't do homework down here, folks.
It's obvious.
Oh, God.
I miss y'all, man. God damn, we should talk more often, you know that?
Well, let's talk about this Bumblebee the movie Legendary Optimus Prime from Tekara.
This
one too.
This looks.
Wait, what are we looking at?
This Optimus Prime.
What
It
beautiful.
It's the very next link. First link in the Hasbro news. It looks terrible.
Oh, beautiful.
Am I missing something? Isn't this just Evasion Mode Prime?
It is.
Looks like it transforms exactly the same way.
It's a larger scale, and there's different bits to it.
Because that's interesting.
It's based on the same design, but
yeah, what's interesting is that front piece for the truck that has been known to break is still present. Just weird. I think it looks like it's been re-engineered a little, but I'm not 100% certain because I haven't messed with that toy forever.
I want this.
You like this presses your buttons, Matt?
You press my buttons, but beside that, yes, it presses my buttons.
This looks. I mean, the truck mode looks fine, but the robot mode just looks like.
Well, I might leave it in truck mode then, Bubba.
And honestly, the picture of him just straight forward doesn't look bad, but it's just every other picture.
He does have a lot of panels going on, doesn't he?
He just looks messy. He just looks like.
I love mess.
Well, hey, if you have MP10's trailer, you can use that for him, because you could just leave MP10 in his truck mode.
I think that's the go-to point now. If it can carry his trailer, then it's a go.
I just don't get it though. I don't think anybody who has MP10's trailer is looking for a version of Optimus Prime that can go with the trailer. I mean, am I wrong?
I don't think their audience, Dan. I think this is the new go-to.
That's just weird. I don't understand Transformers fans then.
I put the trailer on my Starscream and it can pull it fine. And I'm happy. So,
But that makes more sense to me than wanting another Optimus Prime that can pull the trailer.
That's true. I see it your way. Okay.
I would rather have a Starscream that attaches to the trailer.
I feel like the only thing I care about whether or not it attaches to the trailer is fucking Optimus and Huffer.
Yeah, Huffer's a good choice to be able to pull his
and Roller.
I don't even really care about Roller.
God damn. Oof. I may be out now. Shit. He's $61.
I think it's leader class, right?
Is he leader? I thought he'd be like Voyager.
Yeah, no, the other
one was like Deluxe's Voyager size.
Yeah.
If he's leader, okay. If he's leader, yeah, I can understand. Okay, that'd be fine. But if he's Voyager or Deluxe size, nah, man, fuck that. Oh, okay, maybe leader. Okay, so yeah, it says maybe leader class. Okay, no, that's fine.
Hey Matt, why don't you do your studies first before you start prices?
I'm not studying up, man, at all. God, that's gonna be the fucking headline of the show, isn't it? The whatever the.
Title.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm retarded.
Well, it was until you said headline.
Yeah, it's headlines now.
Now we got to vote again.
Moving along.
I think we're just gonna call the title "Study Up Your Headlines."
So here's some more Flame Toys stuff. We saw under this before, but this, where is it? It clearly says what is what down in the pictures. So that IDW Optimus and Megatron that I was interested in actually are model kits. So I might pick those up.
That's good. That Starscream looks good. That fucking Star Saber. Jesus Christ.
This shit looks fucking amazing. And wasn't there 2 IDW Optimuses?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think different sizes, I think.
One of them is not a model kit.
Yeah, I think one of them is a model kit and one isn't.
The one standing next to Bumblebee, I don't think is a model kit.
Look at number 17, or 16. That's the non-model kit.
17. Oh, okay. Okay, you're right. Okay, the one standing next to Bumblebee with the helicopter blades, like Go Gadget.
So
I think that might be a model.
Yeah, but
well, it says right beside the number what they are. I mean, it's
yeah, Kuro Karakuri. Kuro Karakuri. That's the high-end non-model kits, and then Furai model is the model kits, or Furai mold.
I love that fucking Starscream.
All this shit looks fucking good.
They're not bad. I mean, the model kits are only like $40, so that's not bad.
Mm-mm.
I don't like the Devi though. I think the Devi is way out of place. It's too small.
It looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks cool, but I don't know if I'd be in for Devi. But that Star Saber is just beautiful. That's a lot of money right there, probably.
I think I'm passing on the model kits.
Yeah, I might try one. I don't know. We'll see.
You
that
can
fucking
tell it's
Star Saber. God damn it.
Yeah, Star Saber looks real good.
I bet he's $400.
I can see myself just getting the high-end ones and passing on the mild kits because it just seems like you just get into a deep hole with it all, you know?
Yeah.
I'll have to get the Starscream. I don't know about the others, but I'll definitely get Starscream. I'll get the little ones too. They look pretty cool. They'll probably be like $10. I'll probably get those too.
Shit.
Even they look good too. The little small, little legend ones.
The fucking the Victory Leo is like.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
It's beautiful, Bobby.
It's fucking beautiful.
Beautiful.
Look at that lion's head. So sexy. Are you, Robert? Are you gonna get the recolor of Drift, the red one?
No.
Okay.
No.
I ain't either. He's got guns though. You know.
It's like, wow, how far do you push your repaint fucking obsession? You just spent $300 on the same figure you spent $300 on.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, stupid.
And Tarn, I'm ready for Tarn too. I can't. I'm excited for him. God,
Nothing's right on Tarn.
Man, oh man. I mean, I think these are the best looking Transformer figures I've ever seen in my life.
Is that a new white Drift also, or is it just a new head crest? What is that?
Yeah, it looks like a new head crest.
Huh.
Look at which picture, which number is this? This Star Saber. Let me see which photo this is. The second photo of Star Saber.
11.
What's the number?
11.
Well, I was just scrolling.
You got 10, 11, or 12.
11. Let me see.
Oh my God, Robert.
What? Okay. Look at his crotch.
What number?
11.
He's got the girl.
11.
He's got teeth on his crotch. He's got that overbite.
He's got an overbite.
The Star Saber is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real good. Super gun to me, but it looks really good. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
agreed.
Star Saber looks like a Gundam, so in fairness, it's not really a criticism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in on these, Justin?
No.
What that mean of Jazz?
Depends. I don't want to say yes because if I don't see enough of the Porsche alt mode, I'm not interested.
No. Okay, it's understandable.
I'm in on characters I really care about. So while I think the Star Saber looks amazing, I think the Victory Leo looks even better. I just don't give enough of a fuck to spend that kind of money on it. But any character I love, I'm in.
Cool.
All right. So moving on to some masterpiece biz. MP20 Plus Wheeljack, which I may be in on because that was the first one that the paint deco kind of threw me off a little bit. So
He's only $89. It's not bad. It's not great, but you know. But
yeah, I'll see what he goes up for at Ami Ami because like that Prowl was actually a little cheaper from Big Bad Toy Store after shipping. So we'll see what the price is.
At this point, Greg, as someone who is in on this, I was listening to Into the Realm and Jisk brought up a good point. Are you? Is this thing that I'm about to mention a factor at all? Like the bad cube sideswipe situation, where a company could come out now probably with a Wheeljack and get away with it, you know, in terms of it being successful, and it would look kind of. I'm not gonna say better because I love the way this Wheeljack looks, but more cartoon accurate.
I don't know. I think this one. I think with the right paint, which this one seems to have, and the right colors. I mean, I think this one's cartoon accurate enough. For me, at least. But with that Bad Cube situation, like it's not a perfect toy, but on the shelf, like I think that the Bad Cube Sideswipe and the Masterpiece Red Alert look more like their cartoon counterparts.
Yeah, I agree. But I think I agree, totally agree. But I also think that Wheeljack is like a prime suspect for like if somebody wanted to make one of the MPs more cartoon accurate. Like I feel like he's kind of not a huge departure, but one of the more significant departures from the cartoon model, of especially as of recent.
Yeah, I could see somebody making it, but I mean, I like this mold enough that I'd be happy with just getting, if I do end up getting this.
Gotcha.
I would be happy enough. But then, and I haven't bought Repro labels in a while. I'm kind of over them, but like they're doing those cell shaded windows, which doesn't really do it for me. But if they did a set of stickers to try to get this repaint money away from Takara and in their pockets, I would explore that avenue.
Right.
But then I'd have to buy the extra adhesive and their branded tweezers. And I don't know.
It's funny. Like I'm not interested in this, but when I first saw it, I was like, "Are they selling just that fucking thing he's holding?" Because it just looked like, without like really looking at it, it just looked like the fucking,
Isn't that the weather thing? Is that the weather? Did it mess with the weather, or what was that? It did that.
As it froze everyone, right?
Is that the one that froze? Oh, okay. Cool.
Didn't the original one come with that?
It may have. I don't
know.
It
did.
I think Wheeljack's one of the most popular Autobots. I think any other third party that came out with something that's comparable, people would probably buy it regardless. You see it with Sunstreaker. Sideswipe, clearly. You can argue that's because the other Sideswipe was outdated, but it's also because he's a popular Autobot. You could have another version of this. People would probably buy it. I probably would. Like if Ocular Max did a Wheeljack, I'd probably get it out of curiosity and interest.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Dinobots, right? Fuck, you got Official, you got Fans Toys, you got Giga, you got Fans Project, you got Toy World, whatever the fuck else.
DX9.
Generation Toys.
But they're not all really competing for the same space. The only ones that are competing for the same space are the Giga and the Fans Toys, and then arguably, the 1MP Grimlock.
Mm-hmm. And they all sell, though. You know what I mean? They all sell. They sell.
Yeah. That's true. But I mean,
so if like Bad Cube came out with a really different kind of sculpt that just hinted more towards the cartoon, people I think would jump on it.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that if any company came out with a Wheeljack, Jesus, if any company came out with a Wheeljack that was in line with what Takara is kind of doing now, I think it would be successful in the same way that the Bad Cube Sideswipe. Put it this way: I think if the Bad Cube Sideswipe can be successful, I think the Wheeljack can be successful.
Do you think Takara is going to basically go back to the drawing board on most, if not all, of their prior releases?
I don't think so, unless something was super successful.
Well, what about Prime?
Prime is something that's super successful.
So if that's okay, you got the Megatron, right? That was their only Megatron, but then Prime's coming out with the new age, so to speak. Right? So there's a shot. They might say, you know what? This whole new aesthetic with our focus and with Sunstreaker, let's just go back and test the waters on a smaller bot and see if people are interested in buying
I think there's a shot. I think that if they were to do another release that they've already done, I think you would see it be either Grimlock, the Seekers, or Bumblebee.
Seekers. Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
I think they go back and I think they redo the Seekers and do a whole new mold.
I mean, the Seekers is one of those things where it's just money in the bank. You get one, you get three. And you might get
three,
six,
you get six,
and you might get 9.
Yeah, do the Rainmakers.
Yeah.
So was the Bad Cube Sideswipe, was it successful? I mean, was it really that?
I don't know, but I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I don't know where it's. I don't know if anybody's sold out. I haven't done any of that research, but it seems like
doing it right now.
It seems like people bought it.
Yeah, I mean, it did. It did, but I don't think it's sold out anywhere. I don't think. That don't show that it didn't do well or not.
Sure.
Yeah, it sold out at Big Bad Toy Store. They're waiting on a second run.
Okay.
So there you
It's
go.
up for pre-order.
Well, that's cool.
There you go.
And at Big Bad Toy Store sold out.
And small.
Yeah, they're usually like I agree. Like usually when Big Bad Toy Store sold out, everybody sold out.
Okay, cool beans. I'm not into. I haven't got any of the plus figures, so I like my Wheeljack. I like my Wheeljack. How he is, he's fine, and he'll do all right. If another third party company came along, maybe I might test it. Like you said, Wheeljack is a popular Autobot. I can see myself maybe dipping into that a little bit, but I'm fine with my Masterpiece one.
Yeah, I got the Red Alert, and that's it. I don't see myself getting any other ones.
Oh, the plus? Okay.
Yeah.
What if they redid Ironhide?
The color doesn't change the problems I have with Ironhide.
He don't like the belly.
No, if they redid the mold.
Well, that's not that plus.
Yeah, the plus is only like doing color and like different, making it cartoon accurate.
But okay, if they redid the Wheeljack mold, would you buy it?
Yes.
What about Ironhide?
Yes.
So where do you draw the line? What other official releases would you not buy a new version of?
I don't know. I'd have to go through one for one. It would have to be, because sometimes like I say like I'll get it, and then I see something and I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like like the Sunstreaker, I didn't feel a need to buy that. The Bad Cube Sideswipe, I didn't see a need to buy that. Like it has to be worth it to me. The thing about what were we talking about? The fucking the Ironhide is I hate the way it looks. Like I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. So I would be more than willing to get a different one. And what was the other one that you mentioned?
Did I?
Yeah, I thought you mentioned Ironhide and one other one. But that's just
Skids.
Hot Rod.
Not Skids. What's his face?
I'm waiting for fucking Skids.
Hey,
Tracks.
Master, let's go.
Tracks. I might not switch out Tracks, just because I don't care. Just because I don't care enough about the character, and I can get it posed in a way where it hides most of its flaws, and it's fine. There's no hiding the Ironhide flaws for me. It's just unless you put somebody like two other bots right in front of him and cover most of them up.
But does it count that? Or does it take into factor that maybe he wasn't an A plus character?
I'm sure that doesn't hurt. I'm sure that doesn't hurt.
I think if somebody came along and made a Tracks, that would sell real quick.
Yeah, it might. But I don't know if I need to swap out my transistor. If Takar were to do an MP of him, I think the main allure for me to swap him out would just be to have two blasters, one for my Season 2 shelf and one for my Season 3 shelf.
I think with Blaster, I think that's more of a win than an if at this point.
Well, you know what I mean. You know.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying.
Like, yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
Well, you could get one and leave them in boombox mode, and another one.
Nah.
You ain't like that much.
No, I don't care enough about it.
That Magic Square Blaster looks good.
Oh, they made a Magic Square's got a blaster?
Yep. Oh. Good.
Is it MP?
No, it's Legends.
No, it's a Legend one. I like my deluxe one. That was from who made that deluxe one? Blaster. God damn it! What company made that? Anybody remember?
Unique Toys.
The Unique Toys.
Oh, Mega Steel.
No, there were two of them. There
were two of them.
Who made the Galvatron? Was that DX9 or Unique Toys?
That's Unique Toys. Okay.
Okay, same company then, yeah.
Okay, I still like those. I like the Galvatron and the Blaster, DX9 one or Ultra, whatever.
So speaking of whatever, well, no, this isn't a whatever for me. Masterpiece Hound.
Yay!
I don't like it.
Which has been.
I don't like it either.
Don't like it? How do you not like it?
Because he got the Johnny Bravo chin.
Yeah, he does. He does certainly take it on the chin.
Look at that forehead.
Yeah, I think there's things that look good about it, but I don't like a lot about it. I feel like the shoulders sit a little low. That could be a transformation issue for the display. I just feel like it could be the pose as well. I'm willing to admit that. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like I do like the white thighs, so to speak. Like I think that looks good. It looks cartoon accurate, but it's it just doesn't do anything for me. It just doesn't move me.
That tickles me.
I hate the chin. It really bothers me.
Yeah, the chin is one of the biggest things that just kills me. Like it looks like Hound has aged and become an old man, in the face. And like I don't like any of that armature crap on the back. Like I really don't like it. Like as soon as Robert posted like brace yourself for the fans toys Willis for sales, I was like, oh, they must release the Hound. I'm like, nope, not happening here. Keeping my Hound. So
his head is attached to the gun armature on the back. That's his head, and everything flips over.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's better than having to pop up through the hood.
Yeah, that doesn't. Well, neither bother me. I don't mind it coming through the hood. I don't mind it swinging. That doesn't bother me.
Swinging low.
Do you like that his gun is actually part of the vehicle? Do you like that, or would you rather it be a separate accessory that required less parts?
I don't care.
I mean,
I like it.
I don't have a preference.
So I mean, I'm sure this factors into cost because it's more parts. The whole gun has to transform to integrate into the toy.
If that was the case, so they were like, it's $10 cheaper if you can parts form it, then sure, I'm okay with parts forming it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of y'all are just kind of wasn't really happy about this because we already have Hound and everything, so he's hoping for something maybe different.
Well, I think that aids in the lack of excitement, but right. It's the same thing with any company. It's not just specific to Takara. It's any company that, Batcube Sideswipe. I felt like not excited about this.
Right. Oh, well, I'm excited. I wish we would have got more. I really do. I was hoping for a Jazz or Blaster or Trailbreaker. Definitely, I'm so ready to get a Trailbreaker. And we just got Hound.
Or the rumored Blitzwing, like any of that would have.
Yeah, Blitzwing. See, Takara, and I was talking with Bobby, about this. Takara could just come in and just fucking wreck shit up if they fucking released all this shit at one time. You would see so many sales on the Facebook pages. But I don't know. They just release one figure every fucking 6 months or something.
Well, I'm not sure what their capabilities are.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that either, that they could come through and cause all these companies to fold. I think Hound's...
I didn't say fold. I'm just saying they could, it would cause a ruckus.
I feel like Hound's the perfect example of this, he's fine, but, I don't necessarily love him more than, the fans, whatever it is. Yeah, there's so many fans, whatever. It's Fans Toys version.
Yeah, a lot of people say it looks like Fans Toys. Like, they still Fans Toys thing. I'm like, shut up.
Well, that's silly.
Yeah.
Still shit.
They're obviously going to be different designs. This is going to transform a hell of a lot better than the Fans Toys one. All those things. 100%. It's just, I don't
see Jeep mode too. I'd like to see Jeep mode and everything.
So Jeep mode. Yeah.
Because I'm keeping our alt mode. I'm keeping my Make Toys one. I'm gonna transform that and keep it in Jeep, and I'm gonna keep this as my.
I'm sure the alt mode will look great.
Hope so. I'm excited. I'm worried about the price too. I've heard 140, something like that, way out there. Yeah,
it's carbot size.
I know. I'm just they're probably just stabbing in the dark. I'm hoping maybe 100. I like 120. I think Sunstreaker was 120. So I'm hoping around that price range.
Wasn't Sunstreaker like 80 something?
Was he? Well, he might have been 80 overseas, but he was like 120 over here.
The thing about the overseas pre-order that I just don't get is you don't pay until it hits anyway. So, why don't you pre-order from the? I can understand you got to buy it early.
America.
Support America. You're supporting America.
I don't think that that's what it is. I think that a lot of people are just concerned about pre-ordering stuff from overseas because, look, if I have an issue with something in the States, and I pre-order stuff from overseas, no problem. But if I have an issue with something in the States, I can 9 times out of 10 get on the horn, tell them my issue, and get it sorted out.
Yeah, but Amazon Japan, it's Amazon.
Yeah, but it's not though. It is. But it's not. You can't call. I don't know if you can. Can you call the Amazon America? You can.
No, they're
Amazon
different.
Japan.
I couldn't call Amazon Japan, but I'm sure you can email.
I think I've got their number. I think I've actually got their number written down somewhere. Because again, when I got MP36 from them, I fucked up and I caused an issue myself, and I had a new one in less than 2 days.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm just saying that I think that people are hesitant to order from overseas for that reason. Not me, not myself. I just think that people do have that hold up.
No, I hear you, but the thing that gets me is how it's been 2 or 3 years of people, longer, but I've been ordering shit from Japan for 3 years now, and people always bring up concerns, and you see for lack of a better word, all these quote unquote testimonials from people that do it, and they're like, oh, I didn't have any issues. This company has problems. This company's great, blah blah blah, and people are still no. You have to kind of start noticing. I don't know.
People are
it's
hard.
Fine. It's fine. The less people that order from over there, the longer I can wait to put in my pre-order.
Right. I'll tell you what, they definitely feel comfortable ordering that fucking SH Figuarts Anakin.
Yeah.
I will probably.
Holy fuck! That shit sold out everywhere in seconds. It's even sold out on BBTS already.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I might have a line
Someone
on one.
will send you.
I might have a line on one, but whatever. Go ahead, Justin.
I'll probably be in on this Hound just to check it out, even if it's not, it's probably not replacing my Fans Toys one, but I'm all about checking it out. So
that's cool. Somebody's cheering for you.
I hear you. This is the same thing. This is for me with Sun Surge and Steamroll, whatever the fuck his name was, and Willis. It's just not enough for me to switch out.
Yeah.
Did you switch out your Sunstreaker there?
Yeah, because I was given one.
Well, I thought you were in your review.
Say what?
That even before that, because in your review you said that you liked it, because that's why I contacted your benefactor.
Yeah. No, I did like it. I did like it. I mean,
be willing to pick one up.
I even said before the Sunstreaker came out that I thought it looked better than Sun Surge.
Oh, I don't really remember.
Yeah, because I thought it was far better. It just wasn't better enough for me to spend money on.
Mm-hmm.
What about Omnigonics?
Yeah, well, that's a no-brainer. I think you got to have one or two of those.
You got one.
I've got one. That's for sure.
You don't ever use it though.
Sometimes I do.
All right, Hound.
Good job.
Someone doesn't watch your reviews, Bobby.
No, somebody don't watch my reviews.
Is that what you use to scrape that paint up from your tub?
Yes.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What we got
down,
next?
Down.
So,
All right, so are we moving on?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, well, we're moving on to statue news.
Oh, no, we got the Prime.
Oh, yeah, the Prime. I'm sorry, my notes went away. I just dropped my my shit. It's just some more images of, some better images of the MP version 3 Optimus prototype.
I think this looks great.
I love that trailer.
The more I see, the more I hate it.
Really? What's bothering you about it now?
Well, from day one, I've hated all the panels. I hate the chest panel. I don't like the leg panels. I don't like those butterflies. I get why they show them, but I just feel like in a lot of cases they end up being an eyesore to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just doesn't look clean at the top to me. It's the same gripes I had with that MP Megatron. It's just too many pieces all over the place that I don't necessarily love. In the backpack, that's another piece that just kind of gets to me on it. I don't like all the crap hanging off his legs in vehicle mode. I don't know. There's just too much stuff that I don't care for.
I feel like I mean, I hear you. I do. But I feel like the butterflies do stow away kind of nicely.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not using them.
And the crotch plate, it's not one. plate. It's separated, so that's good. I think the first one we saw.
No, that was the other one. That was the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, I think this looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think this looks good.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm gonna buy it because it's gonna depend on price.
$400.
It's gonna be like $375.
I heard it was gonna be $743.
Damn.
I buy it.
Why was it 43 though?
It's the shoulder joints.
Oh, okay.
Well, MP10 had those fucking wonky ass shoulders that no one ever seemed to display right for like the first 2 years that the toy was out. I don't know.
I mean, it is a little eyesore in the truck mode. You get the above shot and it's got all that stuff, but that's not bothering. I love the trailer. It looks G1-ish. It looks really. But yeah, this price is going to be ridiculous.
Part of the that bag situation, part of it's accurate kibble in a sense, and it's got a voice.
Oh yeah, it does have a voice. Yeah.
Box back there.
I have to start sucking dick behind Taco Bell. Get this damn thing.
Which people always get excited about that, and like I get myself included. But then when I get it, and it's like, "Arigato, Bumblebee," and I'm like,
"Arigato." It gets kind of annoying too. I was like, yeah, I hope you can turn it off because I have ones that have voice stuff in it, and if you just walk by it, it'll start speaking. It's really annoying.
So some of Joe's shit no, go ahead.
Take out the batteries.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Some of Joe's shit that's like in those IKEA bags in my basement right now, like it's definitely light activated, and like as I walk past it, my shadow it'll be like.
Oh, dude, they're showing Kroll in theaters too.
Yeah, see that's but see that's another one. Can't I stream that somewhere?
You could, but it's fucking Kroll.
I
love that movie.
It's just not.
I'm going to see that too, man. Fuck yeah.
I think this Prime looks good though. I've seen that it seems to be getting somewhat of, at the very least, a mixed reaction. But to me, I understand the criticisms, but I think this thing is going to be very, very impressive looking when it's done.
How many box arts are you gonna have to do to get this?
50,000.
Damn,
I guess.
Box art, man.
Yeah. If at my going rate, 50,000 may not cover it.
All right. Good stuff.
guys, I gotta head out.
Okay.
You don't have to.
I do. I can feel the pain in my balls. It hurts so much.
Okay. All right, man. Get better, man.
All right, cool.
Hey.
Love you, Robert.
Bye, Robert. Bobby, can you take statue news? Because this bitch is sitting here looking at me, just yelling in my face.
Sure. As a heads up, everyone that's listening, he's talking about a cat, not a person.
Oh yeah, everybody that's listening. So kid's out of town at an event until Monday, and her cat, who is bonded to her and only likes her and hates the rest of humanity, just realized this morning that she's not here, and she's walking around the house crying and looking for her in boxes, in closets, under shit, and I just told her to psst, and she just looked me right in the eye and fucking roared at me. Like,
so we got pop culture shock G1 Starscream statue prototype, and I mean it looks like what it's supposed to look like, but it does nothing for me.
Matt, are you in on this?
I don't know. It looks kind of odd. What is he standing on, or what did he? Is it his crown? Or no, that can't be his crown.
It's a capsule of G1 tears.
Jesus Christ. I think I have a price for this. How big is it? 10.5 inches tall.
I mean, it's pretty big if you give the look at the person's hand holding its shin.
Yeah.
Or it's a really small hand.
Or it's a really small hand.
Got my good hand. Or my strong hand. I don't know. I haven't bought statues in a long time, so I don't know. In color, it's probably going to be beautiful, but it just looks kind of plainish.
I agree. I think that's the problem with doing super G1 stuff when it's not a figure. Go ahead, Justin.
I think the one thing that really strikes me as odd is the head sculpt. Like, it's so G1, and then like the head sculpt is just completely wrong. You know,
it's kind of bland.
Yeah, but
like he has no expression.
His head does look bland a lot in the cartoon.
I don't know. This looks even worse.
No, I always thought he always had a pretty good expression on his.
Yes, that is true. That is true. They should have given him an expression, but then they wouldn't be able to repaint it 2 more times.
That is true. And you give him Thundercracker and Skywarp and Purple and Durple and whatever.
But I do feel like Justin. I do feel like his head is maybe a little wide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
The vents.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. And I've never seen. Is this their first go around?
And is that stuff coming off of his foot? Is that like exhaust from the thrusters?
It's in the comment. It's in the article, whatever you call it. It is thruster fire. Okay. I mean, I could tell that, and I was like, that crown looks kind of fucking wonky, but it says, quote, Starscream from Instagram, Starscream is printed, so it's 3D printed prototype. Don't pay attention to the top of the base or the jet's fire, as those will be hand sculpted.
Gotcha.
And this company also did that Super G1 Prime, and if it's not freelance work, if it's the people that did that one, then it's the guy that does the bot character designs. He does Master of the Universe stuff. He does all sorts of like design work for companies. That Emilio Santaluca. And it's other people like it's other people that are involved in like the industry, quote unquote.
Gotcha.
So,
I don't know.
I will say this fucking Prime with Jetfire upgrades looks fucking amazing.
Which one are we talking about?
The next one?
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
What is it? Holy. Oof. That's a lot of stuff.
Prime 1 Studios, man. Golly.
That's at least 2 G's.
Oh, just real quick to add to the last one, because I had to look it up to make sure. It is the Emilio guy, and then the
oh my god,
Emiliano, excuse me, Santa Lucia, and then the guy that does the paints is the LAK Customs guy that does all those fucking cell shaded figures that come with like COAs, and people pay like $900 for.
Dude, this thing is $3,000, and the exclusive version is $3,200. Retail price, yeah, $29. Jesus Christ.
I can see it though.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking work.
So how many can I put you down for?
Man, like I said, I'd suck a lot of dick behind Taco Bell for that thing.
Or just one dick really good.
That's true.
Repeat
that is
customers,
true.
Matt.
That is true. But no, yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's what it's supposed to look like, and it looks like a lot of fucking work was into it.
I don't know. Oh, I guess it's accurate, but it looks weird. The picture of the face options, where it says alternate portrait, that unmasked face looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
To be honest, what Bobby would say, he did kind of look weird in the movie.
Yeah,
that's fair.
True.
That's fair.
It is fair. I like to be fair. What is that ball is he holding?
I was about to ask that. What's he holding in his hand?
Oh, is that the component that he got from? No, this was Revenge of the Fallen, so he didn't have that. So what is that?
Oh, that's a blue ball. That's the balls of the
Devastator.
These statue collectors.
Statue collectors.
They can't that spend all their money on statues. And he's got them by the balls. By the blue balls.
If I had the money for this shit, I'd fucking buy this shit. I'd buy all y'all one.
I'd buy it too if I had the money. I'd buy statues. Like, I think they look cool as fuck, but I do not have room for them.
I'd buy a lot of stuff if I had the money.
I wonder if this is fitting a Detox. I bet this.
How big is it?
37 inches.
37 inches. It will not fit in a Detox unless you modify it.
Well, I have to put 2 Detox together and it will fit. That'd be awesome. And lay it down too, so it could look weird.
Maybe if you took your Robert D and your air fryer out of your Detox.
That is true. I need to get my fucking air fryer out of that damn thing. It's burning up.
Well, I
shit
think
all
your
the time.
Robert D's what's taking up all the space.
Nah, it's the air fryer in the way. Robert D's all right. I just give him some cookies once in a while. He's all right. All right, what we got?
I just pictured you dressed up like Benicio del Toro from Guardians of the Galaxy with Robert in a glass case.
What is the legacy of Cybertron? What is that shit?
So the legacy of Cybertron stuff, that is the statues that we've seen, like that jazz that I don't think looks good, and I'm pretty sure both the Ironhide and Ratchet fit in there. It's just kind of showing like you can kind of put them together to make some like little display thing, which is fine. And I think is that the first time we've seen Prowl? I don't recall seeing him before.
Yeah, we've talked about at least the jazz before.
Yeah.
Because we had this whole thing about interconnectivity and whatnot, but this is like the full display.
Oh, that is cool that they can connect and interconnect on that shit. That is pretty cool. I like how we can get a little scene going. But that's going to take up a lot of fucking room. Where the fuck would you put that damn thing in?
Yeah, that shit looks awesome. I feel like people that are in this market, I never hear them complain about space. Like, people that do like the 1/4 scale statues and stuff, like they just find a way to make that shit work. Like, I don't know, like I want to have a couple 1/4 scale statues, like just kind of to have them. But I don't even know. I want to get 3, and I don't even know where I would put them. I want to get 1 Marvel, 1 DC, and 1 Star Wars, and I have no idea where I'm going to put them. So I don't.
Well, again, people that have money for these types of statues don't really have to worry about space usually.
Yeah, Vader, Batman, and I haven't decided on the Marvel one because I'm kind of torn.
Hulk.
No. I mean,
Rocket.
No, my favorite Marvel character is Gambit, but.
Well, they won't make a Gambit. Come on.
But yeah, exactly. Like, it's
you
just
get
like,
Venom.
Bobby.
What y'all think of the?
What did you say, Greg?
That used to be my favorite X-Man.
Yeah, dude. Like, if you just wear trench coats and chase girls and smoke cigarettes, like you're my kind of guy.
And talk like
playing cards.
Yeah, and keep a deck of playing cards just in case.
But they're metal playing cards too, because if you'll recall, in X-Men number 1, the giant size. You know the one I'm talking about? It was the blue team. Was that what they were? The blue team?
Oh yeah, that was Jim Lee's launch.
Yeah, and Magneto deflected his playing cards with his magnetism. So that means he can carry metal playing cards.
What y'all think of the Venom trailer, the new one?
I think it looks pretty good. I got some concerns,
I'm liking it,
but I think it looks pretty good.
He licked a man and probably bit their head off. It's awesome.
But yeah, I think the statue stuff looks great, and I think I'd even be up for it if they like did more, and it just kept on adding on.
Money saved.
The only thing I think that looks better in these statues would be the collective price in my bank account.
Yeah. That fucking, if you click over to the Starscream one, like, I don't know if I've ever seen him standing on this Megatron head.
Hold on, let me see.
Looks fucking cool. Like,
I've seen pictures. I think, let me check it out.
It's like a statue of Megatron, and he's like standing, like his one foot up on his head, like he's destroyed the statue.
Oh yeah, we've seen that. We've talked about that a couple of shows ago.
Yeah, I just don't recall it. That's fucking cool.
That's nice. Fuck, I want to get that. Fuck yeah, it's too big of a head though. Why is the Megatron head so big?
It's a statue.
Oh. Okay. I want that. I don't get that.
Fucking cool. All right.
All right, we got questions. That's all, folks.
Would you like to do the honors, Greg, or are you still?
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Okay. Dear Shattercast crew, I've been feeling a little under the weather lately, which prompted this week's question. If you were comfortable sharing, I was wondering if there was a particular moment in each of your lives where you might have said to yourself, "This is the sickest I've ever been." It's gory story time, gentlemen. Robert's answer right now with my back injury. Mine, not sick, but I had, when I fucked my back up, like I couldn't move. Like I had to get people to help me up off the floor. Like that's the worst I've ever felt. But I've never really, knock on wood, I've never really been sick. Like, the flu and shit, like the little, like, probably not even the proper flu, just like flu-like symptoms. But I haven't had that in fucking a decade or more. Get the flu shot. Anybody else?
Doesn't that cause autism?
Yeah.
Adults.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
At least you can draw. Anybody else?
I can go next if nobody else is gonna go. The worst thing I ever got was I think, and I don't even really know exactly what it is, but when I was in college, I actually got so sick, like I couldn't stand and stuff. Like it was just chronically dizzy, and yeah, it was terrible. It was just constantly dizzy, and it lasted like a month. It was terrible. I had to go to the doctors, and I don't even remember what I needed to make it better, but it was apparently, like, I guess related somewhat to stress, or stress made me more likely to get whatever. I don't even know, but it was like my freshman year, and I think it like pretty much wiped me out like all of November. It's pretty bad.
Matt?
I've had the flu. I think I had the flu a couple years ago. It was pretty bad. I went to the doctor for that, and they stuck something in my nose to get some test or some shit. And it fucking made me cry. I was like, "What the fuck?" But she's like, "Well, I had to do it before, But anyways, I had walking pneumonia when I was a child. It's a weird kind of pneumonia where you can't run and do stuff. So I was telling the kid that you can't go outside and play and that stuff was pretty rough. I've never had like pneumonia itself, but yeah, the flu a couple times, but I've never really been just dead sick where I've had to go anywhere to get to the hospital and everything. So. That's it.
Greg?
Got y'all all beat.
Herpes.
I was actually trying to find a link to the news story, but I'm having a hard time finding it because it was in the news. I mean, it had to be. It was a county health concern. I contracted. It was my senior year of high school. I think it was my senior year, and it was my senior year. And I ate at a restaurant in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Had a nice, refreshing salad, and I got hepatitis B. That's the one that. That's the one that doesn't kill you, right? Is it A?
Hepatitis B. So hepatitis A and B. There are vaccines for, I think. Like that's what you take. You can take the shots, and you're good to go. Hepatitis C is the one they now have a medication for that can cure it, but it's like dumb expensive. But hepatitis C used to be the one that, like, for 10 years ago, it like if you would have talked to like a medical professional, like I've heard them say at this point, your chances are better with HIV than with hepatitis C.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's ascending or descending order. So, but it was B, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I got hepatitis B, and I thought I just had like the flu or something like that, and I had tickets to see this band that I never got to see, and I was all ready to go, and I fucking just fell the fuck out and started vomiting everywhere. And I was in the hospital for a couple of days, and I was in the bed for like 2 weeks. Like I couldn't get up without like it being nauseous. And I remember like I had the CD stuck in my fucking CD player, and the batteries in the remote were dead. So like I can't even listen to that album anymore because I heard it every day for like 2 fucking weeks. I lost a bunch of fucking weight, and then. I obviously couldn't call my boss because I worked at Domino's at the time. I was in high school. Domino's. I couldn't call my boss because I was too fucking sick, and it got reported that I worked there. So like, the fucking county contacted them. It was in the news, and everyone there had to get the vaccination, and like, it was a shit show. But yeah, that's the sickest I have ever been in my life. And hopefully the sickest I ever will be. Because that fucking sucked.
Yeah.
That sucked. And then what's worse is my cat will shut up. They traced it back to, like, one of my best friends. who got it in New York that worked at that restaurant. That was the whole reason I went there. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's rough. Our next one. Hi there, guys. I have really enjoyed your take on the hobby lately. Have you ever bought a figure knowing there will be a better version released down the road and regret buying? If so, which one? I kind of regret buying Apollyon and should have just had CW Meg stand in until MP36, but we live and learn. Thanks, Tiderium Hanger. Yes, Hanger was already taken. It's because Hanger. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so, because I think if I knew, then I wouldn't have bought it.
Do you?
I guess maybe X-Transbot's Cliff Jumper. Like I would imagine at some point a better Cliff Jumper is going to come down the line, but it's just the best one available, and I'm kind of ready to wrap some of this shit up. I bought Bad Cube's Trailbreaker, even though I knew a better one would eventually come, but we still haven't got it. Bad Cube's Warpath, even though I knew a better one would come, but we still haven't got it. DX9's Astro Train, which I know a better one will come one day, but we still haven't got it. So a lot of it is that.
You know what the funny thing is? Bobby's like, no, I don't think so. Let me list the list of things.
Well, because at the time when I bought those, and even for most of them, even today, you just don't know. You don't know for sure that a better one's coming. You just, you think.
Yeah.
But if I knew for sure, then I wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? Even when Apollyon came out, like the big deal about Apollyon was that we were finally getting a proper Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
For me, the only one that I can think of that I knowingly have picked up that I'm like, yeah, something better is coming, is those Ace Toys Cliff Jumper.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Hubcap, so Greg had it, and I'm like, I just want to check it out. And then Hubcap, I was like, I didn't know if anyone else really was gonna do Hubcap. I kind of figured they would, but I wasn't 100% certain. It's an obvious repaint, but who knows? Nobody said anything. But Cliff Jumper, I 100% knew was coming, but I'm like, I don't know. I remember Greg had it for sale. I'm like, whatever. I've got the money aside. Let me pick it up and check it out, because it's worth checking out. And they were fine, and I sold them for a good price to somebody else, and I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hold on, just so I don't sound like a monster. You told me if I didn't like it, you'd buy it from me.
I don't remember
That's
that.
why I sold it to you.
I believe you. So
I wouldn't have sold that to you.
I think you're lying.
I think you weren't part of the conversation, but
I probably wasn't. I was in the C. I saw myself out. I thought about Alpha Bravo. I didn't think there was going to be a better version coming down there, so I bought the C Dub Alpha Bravo.
What about Rook?
Definitely Rook, also too. Good mention. Good shout out to Rook.
Let me just pick that name off the floor I dropped. Am I right?
So them two I had to get up, because I'm like, man, I don't know if they're make a better one of these. So I never regret buying anything. I love
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is, because I got a lot of stuff. As Bobby says, they all look like they're at a concert. Like, excuse me, can I get by? Excuse me, can I get by?
It's like Lollapalooza and then.
I know. Speaking of Lollapalooza, are they still going?
I don't think so.
Are
they?
Yeah, it's
nice.
It's like one day this week or this
really?
weekend. Yeah, because the radio stations on our local stations on the B team, because the A team's all going to cover Lollapalooza.
That's been around for a while. It's been around since
They only
90s.
do one though. They only do it in Chicago. They don't tour.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Well, still, they've been around since the 90s.
Yep.
Good on them.
What about you, Greg?
Trigger warning, abortion. I thought a Tiderium hanger was what Dr. Evazan was using on Tatooine to give abortions. That just sounded like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
As far as, man, there's a lot of figures I fucking regret buying.
Yeah, but because you knew a better one was coming, because I've regretted buying a ton of shit, but not for that specific purpose.
I think I think really any of the trail breakers or the hoists. I'd say the hoists options because I knew something better was coming and I bought it. But luckily I sold all those because I'm pretty sure Takar's doing it. I regret buying a Polyon. I figured something better was coming, but I knew from the jump that thing was going to be a piece of shit because I handled the test shot or the I guess the test shot at or production sample, excuse me, at TFCon that year, and I knew that thing was going to be garbage. Trying to think of something.
That DX9 Astro Train's a good example.
Yeah, but there's nothing better out right now.
Exactly.
No, but I think they gotta make another Astro Train.
Yeah, but I mean, on the other hand, like nobody's announced it, so like it's against the
That's
question,
true.
really. Like you may have bought it saying like it's the best thing I can get, but like there's just
there's no way to know. Yep.
I hope so.
That Ace Cliff Jumper, but I can't think. I mean, Toro's cool, but like I don't know if he's the best Cliff Jumper we'll ever get.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm just trying to think because I was
gonna put for like for instance, I got the Toy World Cosmos, and I would prefer to have the X Transbots Klaatu, but at the time I didn't know it was going to be better because it was X Transbots, and they hadn't quite turned their reputation around like they have with their as of now. So like it's another one. It's like I didn't know.
I think a lot of people bought their own Toy World mini bots thinking that, but they came along. Other people came along and bought made stuff there. Like did Toy World make like a Huffer or something that was garbage or something? Or who made a Huffer? Somebody made a Huffer before.
Bad Cube and X Transbots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and iGear made one too. To be fair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, iGear. A lot of people bought didn't you buy the iGear? They had a lot of mini bots, right? For iGear?
Yes. Oh my God, the fucking gears swerve.
A lot of people bought that stuff.
Yeah, they were more chug stuff, but yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm still, but people bought them thinking that, well, maybe we probably won't get anything from anybody else. Takara's only gave us, Bumblebee. So.
Yeah.
Well, I give people that bought iGear a pass because that was the Wild West, early days.
Yeah.
So you didn't know.
Yeah, there was no rules.
It was every week. It was who's gonna get shut down?
Was that the salmon gears?
Yep. Yeah. Swerve. Salmon swerve.
Swerve. Okay. Nice. Gross.
So this is a 3-part question. Let's try to do rapid fire round robin. Most wanted third-party figure that has never been produced. Justin.
Damn.
That's never been produced, as in
I'm
teased
guessing.
and not produced, or?
I think that works.
Probably the Fans Toy 6-shot at this point. I've been waiting for that thing forever. I think it's gonna get produced, but come on.
What about one that's never been teased or produced?
Let me have a second to think about this.
Okay.
Just for Justin's peace of mind, that 6-shot's in boxed production.
Yeah, they showed
it's part of the. Yeah, it's part of this fucking trifecta we're getting. Mind Wipes first, then we're getting 6-shot, then we're getting the Cyclonus, supposedly within the next 3 weeks.
Which is great.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Mind Wipe's in the mail right now.
I should be getting Mind Wipe, hopefully, from.
Yeah, that guy.
Matt, do you want to go?
Never been. I would say Skylinks, but we are getting MMC. But I would like a bigger one.
MP. Mm-hmm. That's fine.
But what about something that's never been
What about one that was teased and hasn't been produced yet?
Well, I'd go for that Skylinks for the Giga one. But one that hasn't been been produced at all.
Mm-hmm.
I like a Runabout and Runamuck.
Yeah, that's mine as well.
I think that would be pretty cool to get those, or Punch Counterpunch. But we have seen something, but it was just like a fucking
yeah, just like we saw the iGear Runabout and Runamuck, but I'm not counting that shit.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Greg? Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I can real quick say that I think Punch Counterpunch would be great. I do agree with the I don't know, whatever the The ones you said, the Runabout and Runamuck, I can't remember what the hell their names were. Battle Chargers or something? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see a Headmaster Minerva, but done in like the MP car scale.
Right.
I'd like to see some more Target Masters too. I know we got one from Make Toys. I'd like to see the rest of the Target Master, like Joyride and those too.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Jets too. Greg?
Nice.
Well, if we're doing so most want third-party figure that's been teased but hasn't been produced is that Fancy Toys Trailbreaker, because I thought that one looked the best.
That's mine.
That'd be good.
But that was once again. That was supposed to be a birthday present like 2 years ago.
Right.
But I didn't pick that shit. As far as a figure that has never been produced, a double dealer or double clouder, depending on your viewpoint. Also, Justin, the problem with the Minerva and the Headmaster Juniors being an Autobot car scale is the Headmasters wouldn't be a scale. And my problem with the current Headmasters is that, like, the third-party options, like, some are huge and some are little, and they're...
I'm actually okay with the Headmasters not being in scale. It's fine with me.
For some reason, the Headmasters, the scale of the human is more important to me than the vehicle in that mode.
I can understand that.
But I guess they were kids, so I get a pass. Okay. That's it, yeah. Double clouder or double dealer.
All right, let's go rapid fire once again. Favorite non-transformer in your collection, Justin?
It's got to be my what's the company? Blitzway Egon Spangler.
Nice choice. Matt?
I don't have anything. All I have is Transformers.
Really? You don't have any non?
I got Mask. I got all those masks.
My
favorite. Volcano, from Mass, that big old monster truck that splits.
Right.
I love that. I had that as a kid, and once I got it from you, it brought back a lot of memories. So I love that thing.
Greg?
Pretty much any of my SH figure art stuff, to be honest with you.
Right.
They're probably my favorite. If I have to pick one, though, I think my Figma Samus. That's a pretty damn good figure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or my Figma Link.
Yep, that's good, too.
What's yours, Bobby?
3 3/4 Jaina and 6-inch Jaina both for different reasons. I mean, both because they're Jainas, but you know, one because it was the first one, and the other one because of the voting onslaught that I appreciate the help of.
Nice.
What piece in your collection has the most meaning to you, Justin?
It's probably my old G1 Optimus Prime. So just nostalgic for, it's one of the toys I remember having the longest in my life, and his trailer broke and my dad fixed it, so it's like nostalgic for two reasons. So.
That's cool.
And now you're fixing other people's shit.
Exactly.
Now the tables have turned. Matt?
MP11, the Starscream Coronation set. I mean, it just every time I look at it, I know it's kind of outdated with the Make Toy stuff coming out, but I love it. It's one of my pieces that I would grab if my house was on fire.
Right.
I just love it. There's a lot of meaning to me.
Greg?
Ironically, it's also probably the shittiest toy in my collection to where it's in a box in the closet, but my BBTS reissued G1 Seacon set. Because the Seacons were huge when I was they were a big part of my Transformers experience as a kid, and that was the first Transformer kit I ever bought for me.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's got a double meaning, and that's why it's in the closet.
Yeah,
terrible,
no doubt.
Terrible.
Were they? I think Jaina had them.
The mold degradation, the stickers suck.
Yeah, the stickers did suck.
I think they got down to like $35 on BBTS.
Technically, the one I have is the second one I've owned, because Kit bought it for me, gave it to me for Christmas, on Christmas Eve, and I sat him up on. We used to have this entertainment center, and I sat him up on the top shelf to look at him, and I came back downstairs on Christmas morning, and there was a leg on the floor, and Snaptrap just fucking busted 3 joints. There were springs and plastic pieces and shit everywhere.
Wow.
I had to send them back. So
what's yours, Bubby?
Mine is Amazing Spider-Man 341. I have it hung on my wall. It's signed by Eric Larson, who drew the book, and it's when Spider-Man like loses his powers and goes normal, and he's like fighting Tarantula, and it's like a homage to Spectacular Spider-Man 158, where he goes cosmic. And it's
we were talking about toys.
Oh, it's just in my collection. Like
it's his piece.
And it's the first comic book I ever bought. My grandmother bought it for me, and I have it signed and framed on the wall, and it's definitely the most meaningful thing to me in my collection.
That's cool.
Well, can I get a redo real quick with a tie?
Sure.
My frame script for the IDW Lost Light or the Meets the Eye Little Victories. Signed by James Roberts, because that's my favorite standalone issue of that series, and I got it signed at TFCon Chicago. I got it signed at TFCon Chicago, where I met all you guys.
I want to say something. My Infield 1 Optimus Prime got signed by Peter Cullen. That's the first time I got to meet him, and that means a lot to me too. So.
Nice.
Sorry.
All right, let's skip around a little bit. Let's do this one. Well, actually, let's just do this next question, and then we'll wrap it up. What is the best Transformer Legends figure ever owned or handled?
Damn.
That's tough. It's tough because they've gotten so goddamn good.
Yeah, you could have put that little Bumblebee in there.
Like
fucking Iron Factory.
For me personally, it's tough because I don't mess with too many Legends figures.
Right.
I'm gonna just go out there and say the Iron Factory Evil Lord, because it's one of the few I actually had at a point.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of other great ones out there, but I haven't been exposed to them.
Right.
Man, I can't answer that shit. There's so many Iron Factory Seekers.
I like all the Unique Toys Headmasters.
Yeah. These fucking Magic Square, the Inferno and Grapple.
They're good.
They're fucking good. I'm excited for that company. Hasbro's put some good Legends too. Hasbro's got some. They put some love in their Legends figures. Their Insecticons are good, and that's hard. That's hard to say who you're.
That Iron Factory Diatlas is really good. That Iron Factory Warpath is really good.
The Scorponok is good.
Yes, the Scorponok is exceptional.
Their fucking Bruticus is good.
Their fucking Six Shot is good. Like, they make a good fucking figure.
Yeah, Black Shadow that's all good.
I think I might have to say
Six Shot.
I think I might have to say that their Scorponok is the one that made the biggest impression on me, and I think that's what I'm going to stick with.
Yeah, I could say that too. That's really good. I love their Seekers, and I love their Coneheads too. But Robert could answer this either. I don't know about either.
What about you, Greg? Anything?
I'm taking the Justin approach, and because I tapped out super early. Probably the best one was probably the last one, and that was, I think, Iron Factory, the Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Little Maggie was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Little Maggie.
And then the best 90s rock metal band. His is Alice in Chains, and that's Mick. Mine is definitely Nine Inch Nails.
90s? Fuck. Incubus? Are they 90s? Or is that 2000?
They're 90s.
Yeah.
I like Incubus a lot. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
That's not metal. I mean, in a way, it's kind of metal because he's like lifting crazy weights, but
he does. That was good. He's lifting crazy weights. I don't know. Anybody else, I don't know. I mean, I grew up in mainly 80s, so I love the hair band stuff. So, but I love 90s rock too. I mean, the Incubus and Limp Bizkit. There you go. Fucking Bizkit. I don't give a fuck. I like Limp Bizkit. I'll fucking rock out to them.
Justin, you got anything?
There's a lot of good 90s bands. For a while in the 90s, I would probably have said Korn. I really liked Korn. I like 9 Inch Nails too. I think I'm gonna go with Smashing Pumpkins though, personally.
Stone Temple Pilots.
That's a good choice. Greg?
Well, I'm gonna stick with the more mainstream stuff because I think that's what he's asking. Pretty Hate Machine, Broken Era, 9 Inch Nails, tied with Pearl Jam, tied with Smash Mouth.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Not Smash Mouth. I would say Smashing Pumpkins too, because I saw them a gazillion times as a kid. But like as I've gotten older, like I just have kind of like Billy Corgan. Like at the time, I probably would have said either Pearl Jam or Smashing Pumpkins. But
you don't like STP?
Just so pretentious. No. Not really. Not as much as like Pearl Jam.
STP's got some good shit, man.
Yeah, but I like some of their songs on the radio. I used to sit and listen to entire Pearl Jam and Smashing Pumpkins album.
I love Interstate Loves. That's good.
I'm gonna also throw out System of a Down and the Foo Fighters. I think they were good too.
Yeah. I would throw out Nirvana. I'd throw out
Soundgarden.
I was never a huge Soundgarden fan, but Tool.
I forgot about Tool.
Manson.
Yeah.
The thing about the 90s was like there were so many different bands and so many different niches. Like you can't really say what your favorite band was. Or at least in my case, as far as that stuff goes, because like you had industrial, you had like grunge, you had just regular rock, you had like different stuff. There were a bunch of ska bands. Like I was a huge fan of the Bosstones. I mean, I just liked a lot of different music back then. I mean, I still do, but as far as like what was getting played on the radio, actually no. You know what? I take all that shit back because I didn't even think about them being a 90s band. Probably my favorite album of all time is August and Everything After by the Counting Crows. So I gotta throw them. But I think overall, for a career, I think Pearl Jam.
Anybody like Green Day?
Oh, I did like Green Day, but that leads me down a rabbit hole of a whole bunch of other bands from that scene.
How about Dookie? Dookie was a really good.
I was never into them. I do like their remake of Working Class Hero, the John Lennon record, but I was never a big Green Day fan.
I also never really liked Offspring.
I never cared for them either.
Couldn't stand
I didn't care for Offspring. Yeah, I didn't like Offspring at all.
You guys like Sugar Ray?
Who?
Sugar Ray?
It was never for me. I respect that guy, like the lead singer. I forget his name, but
Mark Graff or something.
He knows his shit. He knows his music.
Yeah, he hosts the 90s on XL radio. There's a lot of shit. Nice. We could talk all night about this shit.
Let's wrap it up for tonight.
Like a condom. Good night, folks.
All right. On that note. Good night.
No? Don't wrap it up? Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank y'all for listening. We really appreciate it. Thank y'all we got a couple t-shirt orders in. Thank you.
Did we or did you or both?
Don't forget, Matt's got t-shirts. Matt needs some subs.
Yes. I didn't say anything. Y'all said it. I've not said anything about that.
There you go.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. The sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck